Nostalgia is a hell of a drug. Thinking back to the more innocent times of hiding in the bathroom closet and watching your aunt take a poo, or playing Tickle the Pickle with the family dog. Nostalgia is both comforting and melancholy, like getting a prostate exam and finding out you're healthy, but then you realize the doctor wasn't wearing gloves. It's easy to dismiss those warm memories of when you were young as rose-tinted glasses or simple nostalgia, and most of the time that's exactly what it is. But if you take a step back and take an objective measure of the world around you and maybe your favorite hobby, technology, privacy, how you interact with your local community, maybe it's not all nostalgia. Maybe some things actually were better in the past. I don't think it's nostalgia to pine for the days when your fridge kept your stolen semen samples cold instead of showing you Apple Plus ads. Spend enough time on the internet and you'll eventually come across the term enshittification. Not only is it funny, but just the word itself almost perfectly explains itself. It was first coined by a writer named Cory Doctorow in 2022, but the concept itself predates the word. It describes the decay of online platforms and services, where extracting profit for shareholders comes at the expense of user satisfaction. Good examples of this have probably already popped into your head. Google now serves ads and links to products instead of relevant search results. Keurig and other home coffee makers putting all sorts of schemes and security measures to prevent you from buying any coffee, besides the ones they have already pre-approved. I bought your stupid coffee thing, I'll take it from here. Maybe they'll implement a coffee battle pass. Pretty much all of technology is affected by enshittification. I want to start off with a topic in my wheelhouse, which is gaming. Thinking back to what we used to have as a normal baseline experience compared to what we have now, it's worse. It's very easy to just dismiss this observation as nostalgia, when in some cases it's not. Let's look at the very basic video game stuff. A console and a game, which is either a cartridge or a disc. On the NES, you put the cartridge in and hit power, the game's title screen appears immediately. There's no loading or developer splash screens. Sometimes you have to clean the contacts on the cartridge, but for the most part, it's pretty seamless. In every generation that follows, it's mostly the same. You get a startup screen and some company logos to skip. Load times get longer, but you're just playing a video game. Fast forward to the 7th generation, it starts off mostly the same. Sometimes you have to install a game to the internal hard drive or download the occasional update, but it's not bad. As we near the end of the 7th gen, the enshittification pokes its nasty head from the putrid cheeks of Microsoft. Sometime around 2011, after numerous dashboard updates, the 360 home menu looked like this. If your 360 was connected to the internet, you were now met with ads. The console you paid for, and however much money you spent on Xbox Live and games, is somehow not enough. Now there's ads. I want that Call of Duty Wrangler, so everyone will know how stout my penis is. It just gets worse from there. Around 2015, Sony got in on the gangbang, and now you can't launch the games you already bought and paid for without seeing ads. People were pissed at the time, but now nobody even thinks twice. Ads are so pervasive and enduring, it's now baseline when turning on your console. I feel I share the same sentiment regarding ads as a lot of people. If I'm watching a YouTuber I really like or streaming a TV show from a perfectly legitimate website, I don't mind ads. I haven't paid any money, I'll wait 5 seconds to skip an ad. But to drop $500 in a Series X or PS5, you haven't even installed a game yet and you're already getting ads, is clearly indicative of some steaming enshittification. This is not nostalgia. The basic act of turning your console on and playing a game is objectively worse. You plop the cheddar down and you're being treated like you are the product. As for the games themselves, the enshittification took a bit longer. Every new console generation generally came with a massive graphical advancement, and in some cases entirely new gameplay. Doom showed that smooth scrolling was possible on home computers. The 5th gen changed the entire industry by introducing fully 3D environments, marking a fundamental shift in how video games were designed at the ground level. The amount of new gameplay possibilities was endless. This trend continued at various paces until we reach today, where new consoles don't offer much in terms of advancement. What they do offer is more ways for publishers to sweetly and softly machine fuck your butthole to extract every last penny and millisecond of your attention. Video games are no longer made for the player's enjoyment. They're essentially a marketplace for advertisers to browse for customers. Sony and Microsoft provide them with endless information about their users, so these advertisers can serve ads to exactly who they want. Down to your age, eye color, how many kids you have and their age, the circumference of your pepperoni areola, the accuracy at which they can target you is astounding. This is why you always get ads for crack pipes and dildos in my Google search. Modern multiplayer games are a great example of this. Call of Duty is notorious for its matchmaking systems. Ping is king used to be the mantra back in the Black Ops 2 days. The game would connect you to the data center that would give you the best connection, regardless of who else was online or their skill level. The recent Call of Duty titles don't consider connection quality at all. It's a complex algorithm meant to keep you playing as long as possible. They treat players like hamsters on a wheel, doing everything they can to serve you with matches that give you just enough dopamine to encourage you to play one more match. And of course, after every match, you're shown the battle pass and how much progress you've made on it, and you can get all this useless crap right now. You're already halfway done, might as well finish the rest. 1 or 2 more matches tonight and you'll level up another tier, and that will light up the little nodes on your brain. All of this manipulative bullshit instead of just making a good game. I can't speak for everybody, but the thought of being a little guinea pig led around by a hot dog on a stick kind of pisses me off. Standard multiplayer has turned into a complex psychological machine to extract all your ducats. It's like that one researcher lady who was trying to get that dolphin to understand human language by jerking it off and taking LSD. She was a trailblazer. It's not all doom and gloom, I admit. There have been some legitimate all-time classics in the last decade, such as Breath of the Wild.
When you visit certain places, you can hear voice memories.
I'm over here stroking my dick. I got lotion on my dick right now. I'm just stroking.
Red Dead Redemption 2, Expedition 33. The problem is these are the few shining bits of corn in a monster-sized turd. The last bastion of just buying a game and playing it is the indie scene. You'll still have to be okay with not actually owning the games, unless you buy them on GOG. But smaller studios that make games with the same mindset that big publishers used to have is the future of the hobby. Something's gotta give, and the sentiment I'm expressing in this video is steadily spreading to people that don't even pay that much attention to the gaming industry. It's not just video games that are getting worse. Everyday appliances are getting so shitified you can witness them melting into goo in real time like the Wicked Witch. So-called smart TVs are the norm now, but you can avoid the headaches with those by not connecting them to the internet. Samsung took it upon themselves to take a big dookie right on the produce by serving ads on their fridges. The best part is this was part of a firmware update. So those that bought the fridge before the update got bait and switch into viewing water filter ads while they dropped Dr. Pepper into grandma's insulin. Better make sure to treat your car like a newborn baby that's biologically yours, because you can't even drive without seeing ads. It's illegal to text and drive, but having to poke the tiny X to close an ad so you can see your map while driving is perfectly fine. Some manufacturers like Hyundai claim they are sticking to useful notifications like accidents and traffic stops, but it's only a matter of time before every car with a touchscreen is yet another revenue stream. Maybe they can make interactive ads with the steering wheel controls a little character on the screen. Companies like Bosch and LG expect you to connect your dishwasher to Wi-Fi, in case your salad tosser needs to send you a text or something.
It's just taking a walk. It's looking for a salad.
Everything costs more and more in exchange for less and less. A streaming subscription used to get you access to a library of content. Now there's pricing tiers, where the lowest tier is the cheapest, but you have to watch ads. We've gone full circle. Streaming is the same now as traditional cable services used to be. You're not even allowed to repair your own shit anymore. John Deere is infamous for restricting customers from fixing their own tractors and combines. You can drop $500,000 on a combine that you use to support your very livelihood just to have a $30 part go bad. And if you try to replace it, John Deere will brick your equipment until a certified technician can come by and charge you $800 for the repair 3 weeks later. If the harvest is no good by then, I guess you're shit out of luck. It's not just nostalgia. There are significant parts of our lives that were objectively better in the past. Nostalgia is great for those warm and fuzzy feelings of playing GoldenEye 64 with your friends or rewinding a cassette tape for the 5th time that day because you can't get enough of the Titanic soundtrack. Those that try to claim that the internet and advanced technology haven't come with some hefty downsides are lying to themselves and are refusing to accept reality. That's my video on how shit everything is now. If you want to watch an actual nostalgic video about Sega Genesis hidden gems, click on the video on screen. Hope to see you in the next one.